What is up, guys? We're back with another video over here on the second channel. In this video I'm going to be going over pretty much my thoughts and opinions on how these 4 new weapons we're going to be getting for the month of July for Splatoon 2 are going to be placing in the meta, and my opinions on the sets and whatever, just so I don't have to make separate videos on all the weapons. I can just do it all in one video for you guys. Also, shortly after this video goes up, I will be announcing the winner for the Octo Spanish giveaway. It is done. I went through all the entrants, and winner has been chosen by a random number generator, so I'll be announcing that on my Twitter, and I'll be pinning it in the comments after this video does go up. So if you guys are hyped for this, and show some support by dropping a like, and if you are new, subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also a share would help immensely. Pretty much news we got, pretty much the most recent stuff. I know there's a lot of people already know about this, but I just wanted to go over and give my opinions on the weapons and stuff like that. Just like I did for this last June, June's weapons. Actually, this is actually going to be releasing tonight. I'll actually be at work when this releases, unfortunately, so I won't be able to play with these new weapons until I get home, which is like 3 hours after release, which is really bad. But we got 4 new weapons for the month of July, and we got a new track, New Albacore Hotel, which is going to be kind of cool. Looking to play on that later, so I'll definitely be online. If you guys got me added, you want to hop in turf, I'll be turfing later. We got the Bamboozler 14MK, which I really wanted to release last month, but they finally released it now. It has Toxic Mist, which isn't too bad, and Burst Bomb Rush, the only weapon in the game that has Burst Bomb Rush. Do I see the Bamboozler actually rising in usage? Yes, I do. I think this set really does complement the weapon very well, and I think it's a lot better than the regular Bamboozler. I think Burst Bomb Rush is going to be immensely good. You pair that with Special Power Up, and you got yourself a really good special weapon. I believe it's only 160 or 170 for this special as well, which is insane. Being that low, I think I would at least be 180. That's what I thought it was going to be, but I think it's 160 or 170. Don't quote me on that. I'm 100% sure, but I think that's what it is. We'll find out later. But I do see a huge rise in Bamboozler, just because the set is absolutely great. A lot of the weapons actually released in this month have great sets, apart from like 1 or 2. Toxic Mist ain't bad either. I think it goes pretty well with weapons. Slow opponents down, you can able to get that second shot in to get a kill. It is a 2-shot weapon, but it has like the fastest charge of any charger in the game. So we got the Tensorella Brella, probably the shittiest weapon we're getting this month, honestly. Why did they give this thing a splash wall when it pretty much has a splash wall already, being the Brella itself? I mean, this thing has like a useless sub. Why Game Freak, or not Game Freak? I'm thinking Pokemon, not Game Freak. Why Nintendo? Why Nintendo? Why did you give this? I don't know why I said Game Freak. Thinking Pokemon, but why did they give this thing Splash Wall? Honestly, it's useless sub. Anything else would have been decent on this thing. Splash Wall is the most useless sub on this weapon. So you're pretty much using this weapon with no sub, honestly, if you're going to be picking this thing. The regular Tensorella has better everything. It at least has bubbles, it has beacons which you can actually use. This thing has like nothing. It also is the second weapon in the game that has Curling Bomb Launcher. I don't really know how I feel about that, because they nerfed the shit out of the Curling Bombs. I don't think it really affected the Curling Bomb Launcher. I don't think it did, but if you guys want to quote me on that, I don't know, let me know in the comments below. I'm not quite sure if they got nerfed with the Curling Bomb Launcher, but the only other weapon that actually has it, that's actually the Silver Arrow Spray, which you don't see much of anyways, unless it's like Turf War. You don't see it in ranked, you don't see it anywhere. Do I think the Tensorella Umbrella is going to be viable? You'll see it at the first week within released. Apart from that, you won't see this thing anymore. That's pretty much my predictions on this thing. The set absolutely sucks. Curling Bomb Launcher, it's but having no sub, there's no reason to use this thing over the regular Tensorella. It has the useless sub you ain't going to be using anytime soon. We actually got the 2 new weapons that were actually released at E3, the Splatoon World Championships. I'm really surprised in actually releasing these this early. I actually didn't think we were going to be getting these until August, which is really surprising. I guess they just wanted to release them and stay on the hype train while everybody knows about these weapons. This thing has an absolutely insane set, guys. I actually see this thing, if it turns out being as good as I think it's going to be, I actually see this thing getting a slight nerf with the next patch for this month. The ballpoint splatling, Toxic Mist, which is great on this thing. Toxic Mist on like a backliner for like a splatling is absolutely amazing. I can see this thing being top tier meta, honestly, with the set this thing has. And Inkjet, which is the best special in the game right now. Inkjet, again, on a backliner, you can stay on the back line. You can use the Inkjet there, so you don't have to land where anybody's gonna sit in super jump cam view, or when you land, you can just use the Inkjet back there. You can go into the middle of the field with the Inkjet, get a few kills, and then jump back after it's done. I see this set being amazing, and I see this thing being top tier meta. This here actually might be the new Splatling of all the Splatlings, even better than the Hydra, or not the Hydra, the heavy Splatling and the heavy Splatling Deco. I think this actually might beat them out, honestly, just because it has such an amazing set, and I think this thing's going to be really, 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 really good. Especially if you pair this with like a great Splatling player. I know a couple of great Splatling players in the clan I'm in. Actually, are in different squads. Do not want to face them guys anytime soon. We also got the new Slosher, for the Slosher class, the Explosher. Sprinkler is a sub. I mean, it's the same as the Slosher Deco. It has Sprinkler as well. They did nerf Sprinkler in this last patch. I think the 3.0 patch got a nerf. It doesn't spray as much ink. Does that mean the Sprinkler's bad? No, but I think it's going to be giving this thing a lot of inking power. It is a 3-hit KO. If it's indirect, it is a 2-hit KO, I think, if it's direct. Don't quote me on that, I'm not quite sure, but I think that's what I heard. For special, it has Bubble Blower. Do I see the set being as amazing as the Ballpoint Splatling? No, but I think this is still a super solid set, and I think we can see this thing a lot in ranked, and definitely competitive. Bubble Blower, great for Clam Blitz. I think this thing is going to be a great weapon for Clam Blitz. It has all the makings. Sprinkler is great for Clam Blitz. Bubble Blower is great for Clam Blitz. It has the range to be a good backliner / support in Clam Blitz as well, so that's kind of cool. Ballpoint Splatling can be used in any mode, honestly. It has a great set for any mode. Tensor Umbrella, I mean, if you want to use in Splat Zones, it has Curling Bomb Launcher. Not quite sure how much it takes to get that special. I'm not quite sure, but again, no reason to use that thing. It sucks. Bamboozler, I'm not quite sure what mode that would really be good in. I mean, Burst Bomb runs, maybe Splat Zones, not quite sure. Gonna have to do some experimenting with that one. I'm not quite sure on the special, or the special gauge for these ones. I'm not quite sure if it's like 180. I'm assuming it's at least 180 for the ballpoint, because otherwise that would be insane if it's like a 170. Maybe like a 190, maybe even 200. Hopefully they give it like a 200 so they don't have to nerf the special on it, because I think that's going to be an insane weapon. The Explosion, I think it's going to be like a 180, 190 special, just from what I'm assuming. Okay, let me know what you guys think of these in the comment section down below. What are your guys' opinions? Do you think these weapons are going to be good? How do you think they're going to be placed in the meta right now? An Inkjet heavy meta with a lot of other stuff. Rapid Blaster heavy meta. And we have the new Albacore Hotel being announced. I'm just going to go over some pictures here real quick. It looks pretty dope. I know there was hackers hacking into the game already, so they already ruined it for us. If you were one of those people and actually got into a lobby with hackers that actually hacked the game in when you were leaguing or in ranked, feel bad for you. It never happened to me, but unfortunately, just because I haven't really played ranked a lot recently, like the last time I played ranked was when I got to X, which was like 3.5 weeks ago already, believe it or not. So haven't played ranked since, just because I'm playing the shit out of Fortnite right now. So yeah, apart from that, we really don't have too much else like news. So let me know what you guys think of these weapons in the comment section down below. Do you think they're gonna be viable? Tinsorella Umbrella, you ain't viable. Saying that right now. You won't be seeing much more of you after the first week. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoy, drop a like down below. If you are new, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Peace.